Wait, is it recording? All right, welcome back to Nerds Than Gym. I'm Marco.
Three, two, one. I'm Brandon, and it is recording.
It is recording. Oh, we should be like three, two, one. This is iCarly or whatever that show was.
I was too old. Can we do
Yeah, you
Drake and
were.
Josh?
Drake and Josh is great.
You beat Drake Bell though.
So I'm supposed to get arrested or something at some point, and eventually this show is going to be my court case.
Yes.
I heard I think they're trying to make like or have tried to make a reboot of that or not a reboot. Well, I guess a reboot with the same actors and everything.
I don't know how they do it in a post his court case.
Yeah, I think that's where the issue is. I don't think it's happening anymore. But
Can
I
they just
heard.
do a show about Josh? They
Mm,
kill off they kill off Drake in the first 5 minutes.
like they could, but having
You
the
need
dynamic between the two of them would be so much better.
Could we do a show called Miranda and Drake? Nope. Sorry, Miranda and Josh.
Her name wasn't Miranda. It was Megan. Megan and Josh.
Josh and Megan.
Okay.
And then it's them, they move in together and they're just trying to overcome his death.
See, I would think like a Drake and Josh sequel series or whatever would be uh like both their lives are going perfectly fine. Drake gets into a messy divorce and then has to move in with Josh and his wife.
I like that better. You've become increasingly clever, which I find amusing. I mean, we've known each other for a hot minute now, but you have just become increasingly clever, and I just enjoy it. I just sit back and watch the show sometimes.
It's character growth.
Well, it really is, because before you would have been like, so it'd be the show, and the characters would be themselves. And then I would sit here and go like, yeah, that's an idea.
That's a very baseline idea.
And then
What's
you'd
the
be,
story?
well, the parents might show up for an episode. And yeah, that's it.
And actually, you want to know what they really could do too? Is they should have Halloween episodes, but the Halloween episodes is when Megan comes back as a guest star, but it's because she's haunting them, like that's her prank.
Could be.
There we go.
I feel like you just have to rely heavily on Megan
Yeah.
for this reboot. Well, I mean, iCarly came back. They
Mm-hmm.
just did a Good Burger reboot, so it's not impossible.
But iCarly got canceled.
The new iCarly?
Yeah, it got canceled on Paramount, but I heard Netflix may try to get the rights for it.
Okay. I mean, I didn't watch iCarly, so I didn't watch the reboot. I've seen clips online, though, and it seems funny.
Well, so I saw some really funny moments in it. I think I watched all season one. It was okay. Because I was very interested because they were like, this is going to be the show, but the characters are going to have grown up with you. So we're going to increase like the maturity of the humor and stuff, which they did. And I thought there were some really funny moments, but it was also, it wasn't say like The Office where it's just continuous humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it was slow in some ways, I would say. Like it needed to pick up the pace a bit more. I never watched season two. I think that's where it ended. But apparently it left on a huge cliffhanger and people really wanted it to continue.
I mean, I'm good with the reboots. Bring the actors back, close some stories.
Yeah.
It was just not my generation of thing, so it's like I like the idea.
Yeah.
I tried to rewatch the Fairly Odd Parents reboot, not rewatch, but watch Fairly Odd live action reboot, and it was just bad.
Oh,
I
that's
wanted
right.
to,
That they did come out with that.
I wanted to like it so bad, and I just couldn't. But that Good Burger movie just came out, like, so the source
Have you
material's
seen it
there.
yet?
No, so I'm in a
Is
weird time. Good Burger was before me.
Mhm.
iCarly was after me,
Yeah.
so I'd have to watch the other Good Burger movies, which I'm open to.
Does Good Burger that has the SNL guy in it, right?
So that's Keenan Thompson, yeah. So it's Keenan and Kel.
Okay.
If you remember, they had the Keenan and Kel show for a while.
Yep. I do know that.
They were a pretty big comedy duo. That was, I mean, Keenan and Kel show was hilarious.
Yeah.
Orange Soda.
Yeah, I may have watched Good Burger when I was younger, but I was like too young to understand it, I guess.
To really embrace it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no Hey Arnold gritty reboot.
No. I feel like you just said. I want to say there's another reboot happening. Maybe
All
there
over the
is a
place.
Hey Arnold one or something.
Well, it's just weird because Hey Arnold was in the Super Bowl commercial for Paramount Plus.
Oh, you know what? That may be what I'm thinking of, which
So
has.
for them not to do anything with it, I find
Yeah.
kind of odd. What
That.
else? What was it Rocket Power, the one with the skateboarders?
I don't know.
Bring back Rocket Power. Did you just do a double nose pick? That's aggressive.
No, I just touched right there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's not picking. You want me to show you picking? I'll do it. I'll do it on
Worst
camera.
worst podcast of all time. So before we hopped on, we were talking about fast food restaurants or restaurant chains.
Yeah. And
So
then, because you had taken a trip to Chick-fil-A and you said how it was a great time. And then I said, oh, another good one is Texas Roadhouse. Um,
so I've been to Texas Roadhouse. Portions are big.
mhm.
Are you at all put off where they want you to choose your steak? That seems unnecessary.
Where they want you to choose your steak.
Oh, so if you get steak, they have you go to the meat case and you choose it.
Oh, I did. I've seen the meat case there, but like I've seen people order steak, but they haven't
Yep.
brought them there.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a certain kind of steak. You're sitting there,
Yeah.
you're just like, I always get the Caesar salad.
To be fair, let's see. I've gone there and I've gotten ribs, is one of the ones I get,
Hmm.
and then the other one, I've gotten their burgers. I've never gotten their steaks though.
Okay.
I feel like their steaks were expensive, and that's why. Like anywhere you go, steaks gonna be
Well, I
expensive
mean,
though.
we used to end up there for lunch, and I feel like a steak meal is a heavy lunch.
Mm.
If I'm eating a steak meal at lunch, like you're just calling it.
Yeah. Hey, I eat steak for lunch. I love it.
But
But
no, that one's good. I'm thinking Sonic might be next because we don't have a Sonic around here, so we might.
Sonic, we don't have a Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's good, but that's more for the ice cream.
I mean, their meals are okay, but no, like Sonic has that huge menu.
Yeah.
Get some cherry cola.
You know what you'd really enjoy? A Culver's, but that's a Midwest
Culver's.
one.
It's a fast food chain or is it
Yeah,
a gas
fast food
station?
chain. Fast food chain. So they have really good frozen custard, which that's a dessert thing. But then
Oh, you know what? Jersey has a couple of these. I've been.
okay.
I
And
never
but
got the food, but I did have the custard.
so their food's really good because it's um they're butter burgers, so they're just cooked in a bunch of butter and it's so good. Ask Joe.
So,
Joe really likes Culver's too.
where
If you
did you
have
guys
his
go that had a Culver's?
what?
Where'd you guys go that had a Culver's?
So because my aunt lives in Wisconsin,
Oh, Joe went with you?
yeah, when he was younger, he would go. When he didn't have choice of where he was staying for the week.
That's such an odd location to choose. Like I get you want to visit family, but also like, oh, a family trip, let's go to Wisconsin. Like, nope, no offense to Wisconsin. It's just not, it doesn't seem like very kid friendly.
Yeah, no, like there's not like I don't know. It's fun. It's relaxing. But there's also Wisconsin Dells out there.
What is that?
I think it's like a mini water park type thing. I forget what it is.
Are you talking about Farmer in the Dell? Then yes, they do have farmers.
They do. They have a lot of farmers. Actually, my aunt basically lives on an old farm, so there's like just 90 acres of land that we can use for four wheelers and everything. That's a lot of fun.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Um, but
Sorry, back to fast food. So Culver's, um, Whataburger. That's more south, down
yeah,
south.
Shake and Shack. Is that what it's called?
Shake Shack. Ooh, those are good. We have those in Mass though.
I haven't had one.
Out by Boston. If you and the lady friend are ever out that way.
Well, I may be going down to Boston to visit a friend of mine next week. So,
Right. Your friend.
oh, is I supposed? Yeah, I'm going out to Boston next week to visit my friend.
You can go to Boston alone, bud. There's no judgment.
That's true.
You don't have to make up that Mike move to Boston so you can go visit him.
Um, In and Out. Never had In and Out.
I don't think I've had. Well, the problem is when you so where we live, like we have our fast food, but it's an hour to get to anything. So I have a real hard time to drive an hour and then go like, oh sweet, let's go to
But
Arby's.
I don't think there's any In-N-Outs in the East Coast.
No,
It's all West Coast.
there. It's a California thing. So when I'm out in California, it's like, do I really want an In-N-Out burger?
I hear they're really good, but that I've also heard the argument that it's like that versus Five Guys.
Right. So I mean, I like Five Guys.
Oh, I love Five Guys. I heard the biggest difference between the two is Five Guys tastes more fresh than In-N-Out. In-N-Out tastes more like there's a lot of like preservatives and stuff in it.
So I mean,
But
I'm
yeah.
open to it. Let's see what else. Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I don't.
I've only
I
had
like
it like
Outback
once or
Steakhouse.
twice.
Outback Steakhouse, I prefer. Get a bloomin' onion.
Never been there.
You should go right now.
Outback Steakhouse?
Or go to Shake Shack. Either one.
Okay.
It just sucks because you're going to go to Boston and then eat fast food.
Yeah. Just one. Just one thing of fast food.
We missing any? I don't
Huh.
think I've ever gone to Popeyes.
No,
In
but I
the
heard
last
their
20
chicken
years?
sandwich is incredible.
Was that the one people were lining up for during COVID?
Yes.
I forgot about that. That was the thing that happened.
Yeah. That was like around COVID time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely a COVID thing.
Yeah.
Love and chicken for Popeyes.
Should we get to
You
what?
should.
What?
You should go to Long John Silver's and get some fast food deep fried fish.
That sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to be
Well-
paralyzed.
Are you allergic to fish?
No, but isn't there a thing where if the fish isn't cured properly or cooked properly, you can go? Because I think that's like a thing. Like, if you have sushi and the raw fish wasn't cured properly, you can get paralyzed from it.
Right, I knew that. I thought it was a specific type of fish.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry. Yeah, we can get into the actual podcast if you don't want to talk about fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I don't have
KFC
much
chicken, KFC Taco Bell combo places.
KFC overrated in my opinion.
Agreed.
Taco Bell, I've only had it once, and that was 5th grade. Don't remember much of it.
Kills my stomach. I haven't had it in 15 years.
Yeah. Did you see the Baja Blast pie they're making?
No.
So there's a Baja Blast pie, and then there's a Baja Blast something else. There because it's Baja Blast 20th year anniversary or something, 25th.
Okay.
So they're doing all these special menu items for it.
Well, I mean, we don't have Trent on. We should really get Trent on.
We should.
But there's like a ton of sodas that come out on the regular from Mountain Dew
Oh,
that he tries.
okay. So I was just actually watching this video the other day of this YouTuber. His name is Moist Critical Charlie Penguin Z Zero or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call him. And him and his I would say co-host for this episode, Matt, they made a video where they did a tier list of Mountain Dew flavors. They were just ranking them. I didn't realize how many flavors of Mountain Dew there have been over the years.
Oh, it's crazy. They do like 5 or 6 a year. So
It's insane. Also, can we talk about how good their artwork is on their cans?
oh, it's amazing.
They
It's
go
very
all out.
detailed.
But
They started doing that a few years ago.
yeah, but
I just don't know how people drink soda regularly. Like, I know everybody's different,
yeah,
but it's like if I drink soda for 3 weeks, my body just starts rejecting me.
yeah.
Knees hurt, heartburn. I'm tired all the time.
I haven't had soda in years,
Right.
but I may have to let it slide and have a Baja Blast at some point because those are really good.
Make a whole day out of it.
But they have, so what was it? It was like the Voodoo Mountain Dew.
Yeah, the purple one.
Yeah, but it comes out during like Halloween time, and it's like a mystery flavor.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't know how mysterious you can get it because you have to put the ingredients on it. It's like, oh, it is grape.
So, yeah, an annually released mystery flavor Mountain Dew for the Halloween season. 2019, the flavor was revealed to be candy corn at the end of its scheduled release. 2020's mystery flavor was fruit candy explosion. 2021 was fruit candy chews, which is like the same thing.
They had a bunch left over.
In 2022, they had they had a zero sugar version, but it was a sour candy flavor is what it was called. 2023, they had a partnership with Airheads and made it Airhead flavored.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity that they didn't promote it as Airhead flavored from the get go.
That is a missed opportunity, honestly.
Like, okay, I get what you're doing, but also like you need to put that on the label like, hey, Mountain Dew is out of control.
Yeah. But that's also but also, isn't it Airheads that have like the mystery one?
I don't know. I was a fruit roll up kid. I wasn't really big on Airheads.
Yeah.
I think I saw fruit roll ups in the store recently. I didn't know they were still a thing.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what's crazy, Marco? Is I've had a real like craving for Sunny D lately. But the only place I can find it, I need to buy like a 30 pack.
Oh.
I need a small bottle, just one of Sunny D.
I haven't had Sunny D like in a long time. I may have had it a few times when I was younger, but I wasn't really allowed to get that.
Right. Mom, can I get Sunny D? Have you done your crunches today? No. Go to your room. Go to your room.
So right now I have the Mountain Dew Wikipedia page on my screen.
As one does.
I did not realize how many exclusive flavors they have. I always just thought it was Baja Blast was exclusive to Taco Bell, which obviously has come away. But no, they have probably about 15 that are exclusive to specific restaurants and stuff, or were. It looks like
hit me with 5.
Okay, so they have Mountain Dew Berry Monsoon, exclusive to Sam's Club.
Which is the Walmart BJ's.
Yes. Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning, exclusive to KFC.
Really?
Yeah. Mountain Dew Maui Burst, exclusive to Dollar General.
Like, how is that a thing?
I don't know. Mountain Dew Frostbite, exclusive to Walmart.
Sorry, what was the one before Frostbite for Dollar General?
Maui Burst.
You know what that one is? That one they just added pineapple and then scraped the bottom of the canisters they make this stuff in.
Uh-huh.
And just like to cut the taste of like the sludge that they're putting in that one. They're like, you know what, for $1, pineapple.
But like these are like there's some for like there's exclusive for places I've never heard of. Like Mountain Dew Atomic Blue, exclusive to Sheetz.
I only recently heard of Sheetz. I want to say it's Canadian.
But it looks like it ended this year because it says 2020 to 2024.
Contract's up.
I guess.
We can finally get Marco some Sheetz Mountain Dew.
Then there's this place called Bojangles. Mountain Dew Southern Shock.
That's a Southern chicken place.
Okay.
Think like a higher quality KFC.
Okay. They had Dew Garita, which was exclusive of Red Lobster from 2020 to 2022, which was a margarita made with Mountain Dew.
Okay, I see what they're doing there, but also like if you're cutting your margaritas with Mountain Dew, like who's your customer base?
I don't know.
Oh, we fancy.
This is just insane.
Also, Red Lobster's a thing?
Yeah.
Still around, huh?
That's just it was available 2020 to 2022. Not sure if it's there's 649 locations.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
I guess not. But Mountain Dew also has their Kickstart brand too,
Okay.
which I think that's just like it may be more calories, like it's supposed to be an energy drink.
Hmm.
And then they also have Game Fuel, which is supposed to be their like gamer drink.
Well, is it their gamer drink or was that their They have a whole line of energy drinks too. That have like lions on 'em.
I thought Kickstart was their energy drink.
So it might be, but there's like one that's purple with a lion. I see it at the grocery store all the time.
I don't know which one that is then.
But when you think soda can't get any worse for you, they're like, let's make it an energy drink.
But they also used to have Mountain Dew Energy that is discontinued now.
I think it's just rebranded.
No, it was formerly Mountain Dew Rise, became Mountain Dew Energy. Everything had been discontinued by the end of 2023. Now
Okay, so you know what? Rise is the one I was talking about. So they don't even make it anymore.
no. They have so the Dewgarita was the first Mountain Dew alcohol beverage.
Hmm.
They now do have Hard Mountain Dew that started in 2022.
I do know that, but as you and I both know, alcoholic soda does not taste great.
No, it doesn't. Like they also have international variations of their drinks. Wow. This is an insane list. We could go on for like 2 hours just talking about Mountain Dew.
Should we swap
We've
it up and
already
go
been
to?
going for like 10 to 15 minutes, I think.
Should we go to nerd news? Well, here's the problem. We should taste test it. I can't drink soda because when I drink soda, I immediately go back on the wagon,
You know what
and
we
I'm
need to
drinking
do?
soda every day.
You know what we need to do? Is we just take like maybe a shot glass or something. Like it just has to be a sip. We don't drink the whole thing. Trent can get the rest of the dew after. We
I might have to do like wine people do and spit it out because I kid you not. Like I drink a soda, and next thing I know, I'm drinking a soda a day for a month.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
haven't had soda in
can
a
do
long
that.
time. You will probably throw up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think what we could do is we get a bunch of these flavors. And what we can do is we pour a little bit out into just so we can take a sip. Then what we do is we take that bottle, close it up, give it to Trent. He can take it, have it whenever he wants.
Well, I feel like Trent should probably host this thing.
I think what we need to do, I'll show you that video of the tier list they did, and we could do something similar.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay. But for the sake of both of us, we may have to do this over the course of like a week, so then we don't get dude out.
Oh, bud, we're gonna have to do this over a course of a year. This is.
We're gonna get outdude.
Oh, we're already out. We're so far behind. We might have to do like Price Chopper brand sodas
Oh my god.
and work our way up.
Imagine how I'm going to react to it.
You know what I think about every once in a while, and you can re-upload the clip so people know what we're talking about.
The
Is when you did
Pop-Tart
that
clip?
one chip. No, the one chip challenge.
Oh,
And I just remember vividly you doing it while we were all working out. I was working out, and I just watched you do it, drink a gallon of milk, being lactose intolerant, and you just curling up on the floor.
no one batted an eye.
No one batted an eye. A full gym full of people, like, oh yeah, that's Marco. And then didn't you call your mom at some point and ask her what to do, and she completely just shook you off?
I went outside because my stomach felt like there was molten lava in it. And I called her up. I was like, do we have 8 Tums? And she's like, why? Don't tell me you did that stupid one chip challenge. And she's like, you're an idiot. She's like, you're such a dumbass.
Oh, your mom is the best.
She was just so upset that I did it.
I just want to know what you did to her, because there's also a time I was there when when we were doing the podcast that you decided to ask where the fire extinguisher was,
Mhm.
and you botched the joke. So you essentially yelled fire, asked for a fire extinguisher, and then hung up. And then she just didn't call you back or anything. She was just done. She was just like, whatever, they'll figure it out.
Well, also, I think the thing is too is she's like, if the house gets burnt down, I get an insurance claim, whatever.
She's heck, I can finally get rid of this one and move down to Florida.
Uh,
Uh, nerd news.
we can hit up some nerd news.
First thing, did you? It was Lego Day or something this week.
I did not know that.
Uh,
It's
they have.
we've been having so much stuff going on outside of just work and stuff that I haven't had time to see much.
Well, I was just gonna say our Walmart's got some of your Indiana Jones sets on sale.
Oh,
If
they
you're
do.
still looking, the small
I
ones like the plane and.
I need the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Ark of the Covenant one.
Oh no, these are the new ones.
No, no, they have one with the Ark of the Covenant, the new one.
Oh, maybe.
They have
I'll have to look it up.
it's
I think I'm getting it mixed up. That was like the $200 one.
no, I have the $150 one, the opening scene to Raiders.
Yes, that one they had. I didn't see this Covenant one.
The Ark of the Covenant one is the one when Indy jumps into where they dug out and all the snakes are down there and stuff.
Yes,
They have a new one of that. They have a new one of the plane and motorcycle chase scene from the third movie, which I
that one
have
they
that.
had. Oh, you already have it. Okay.
I have that one. So it's just the Ark of the Covenant one I would need.
Okay.
But yeah.
Stuff is so expensive.
Yeah. Actually,
I was
speaking
just
speaking of Indiana Jones, there was a great video the other day of Harrison Ford just biking around on the set of Shrinking season 2.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love that first season.
Might have to rewatch it when the new season comes out.
You're not that's another Apple TV thing, The Dynasty. Have you watched any of that?
No, is it good?
I have not watched it, but I keep seeing people say they're like, this was Kraft's attempt at doing a hit piece on Belichick, and it's just making Kraft look like the villain the entire time.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Patriots documentary.
Yeah.
Sorry. Um, yeah, could be. Did you hear Matt Castle had a really good quote yesterday?
Oh,
Yeah,
about what Belichick said about the corner blitz?
yeah.
Uh,
So for those that don't know, Matt Castle was Brady's backup in the late 2000s, and when Brady went down for a year with his knee injury, he led him to an 11-5 season, but they missed the playoffs over a
miraculously.
tiebreaker scenario. It was crazy. Or I don't even know if it was a tiebreaker scenario. I know Broncos got in, but anyways, Belichick goes to him like Matt Castle got lit up because he didn't see the cornerback blitz. So Belichick goes, I don't want to send a letter to your wife and family saying that you died because you were a dumbass and didn't see the cornerback blitz.
It was to his mom. That's who
Was it just
to.
his mom? Okay,
Yeah.
but still,
Oh my god.
no chill.
It's just so fun. Like, I've heard some things that Belichick has like a great sense of humor. He's just
Mhm.
very dry.
Well, you and I were talking about how he's going to focus on TV. You told me that part. And I
Yeah.
heard a couple different teams. The only one that confirmed it were the 49ers offered him a DC position.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if he goes down to Miami? Because they just got rid of their deep coordinator.
It'd be insane. And Derrick Henry is looking at them as his top location.
I mean,
If you have Derrick Henry on that team and you keep that receiving core, then get Belichick as your defensive coordinator, and that defense, not a bad defense.
No, not at all.
They fell apart a bit in the second half of the year.
they have like 3 of the top 10 cornerbacks in the league right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But also, that would be such a spite move, and I would love it.
Oh yeah.
But I saw a weird stat. It's not even a stat. Did you know that Todd Gurley is like 4 years younger than Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
That
And what, he's been out of the league for 4 years now?
just about.
Because he won the Super Bowl at Tampa Bay and then didn't do anything after, right?
I don't know. Todd Gurley was on that team?
Oh no, or was it, I'm thinking of Fournette, I think.
Yeah. Playoff Lenny, he got cut by the Bills
Yeah.
last year.
What happened to Todd Gurley? Was it just injuries?
Remember that stuff came out about his knees? He had like
Yeah.
arthritic knees. And he played for like another year after LA and then just was never as productive.
Yeah, last was Atlanta Falcons in 2020.
You could make an argument. Probably 3 years before that, he was one of the top running backs in the league, like if not the best that year.
He was insane. He's 29 right now. Derrick Henry is 30.
So that's why it's crazy.
So it's a 1 year difference, but one guy has been literally the most consistent, dominant running back in the league.
Workhorse, yeah.
For the past 4 years. He's a year older. And even this past year, like, he had a bit of a slow start, still dominated, though.
But again, the running back position is just not what it used to be as far as financials. But that's crazy. The NFL has completely devalued that position.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. But no, yeah, so that was the thing with Belichick, so he's going to go to TV. But like I told you, I really hope week 6 he gets brought into a team.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome.
But if he showed up, I wouldn't even be mad if at this point he showed up as a D coordinator in the division.
No, I wouldn't either. I do think he's going to do TV for a year, though.
But also, like, if you're Mike Shanahan or Mike McDonald, are you going to be able to tell Bill Belichick what to do?
Mike McDaniels.
What did I say, McDonald?
McDonald, yeah.
Oh, sorry. McDaniels was the Patriots OC.
Mm-hmm.
Who got voted like worst coach by the players.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yep.
And Mike McDaniels in Miami was like voted the top one.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of weird things. So it's been NFL Combine Week, which has also been devalued by the league because none of the top college stars go anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So I have watched zero coverage.
Well,
McAfee took this week off.
So I was at the hangar last night with some friends, and the Combine was playing on TV. Yeah.
So Mike left Call of Duty to come hang out with you?
No. This is the gym friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we go there, and the Combine's on, and I'm just watching it, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, all of these tests that these guys are doing, how can you do that test and directly compare it to in-game situations? Because all these movements and stuff are predictable. Like, you know what that guy's going to do when you have to switch directions and stuff. Whereas in a game, you have to react not knowing truly what the quarterback, running back, lineman, all of these guys are doing.
I think it's just the NFL and the sport of football has moved so far past this combine.
Yeah.
That this is just a thing of the past.
Well, I think the combine, like, yeah, it's a thing of the past, and it doesn't have as much merit as it used to.
What they need to do, they need to start focusing not on the top stars, but use it as a jumping point for those middle of the pack guys that might get drafted, might not.
Yeah. No, that I think that's a great idea.
And just find a way to make it about these sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be few and far between.
Yeah.
Because, like, we know Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he go and screw anything up?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Sorry, we went right to football from Lego. Go ahead with the nerd news.
All right.
We'll get there, guys.
Deadpool and Wolverine is reportedly going through some reshoots in May ahead of its July release.
Ugh, hate that.
I knew you were going to hate that. Which, that is insane. But like I've been saying all along, is this just because of what we know, because of how media is nowadays? Like, is this something that I know, what was it? Across the Spider-Verse? What was the most recent Spider-Verse movie? Is Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
They added some things to the movie that were literally made like 2 weeks before it released. And then they added it on and shipped the movie out. So, I don't know. Maybe this is like a common thing. And just because media is blowing it up, we know about it. Have no idea, though. I don't think it's necessarily something we should look at and say it's a good thing, though.
Too close.
That's why
it's gonna it's too soon.
Yeah.
My only hope is they're doing reshoots for certain countries.
Yeah.
because you know how like Transformers, there's like two versions of Transformers, one for China and one for everyone else.
Yeah.
Same thing with like every major movie, they add like 20 minutes of footage or take 20 minutes out.
And maybe that's what they're doing, because I feel like Deadpool is going to be that type of movie that is really going to some things that probably aren't looked at very highly in other countries.
I can see what they did with Deadpool 2, them releasing it once and then releasing it a second time with a different edit.
Yeah.
Still should see that second edit.
What is it, like an unrated edit?
So they have the unrated version, but no, this one was, man. What is that cult classic movie with Andre the Giant? You murdered my father, and now I must avenge you.
I don't know.
You know it, Princess Bride. So it's a Princess Bride edit.
Oh.
They got Fred Savage, the child from the first one, where the premise, again, this was before our time, but it was an 80s cult classic movie, so a lot of 90s kids saw it too. So the premise is a grandfather's telling this kid a story, and the kid is Fred Savage, who was like the child actor at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the story is going on, and then all of a sudden it'll cut to, oh, Fred Savage has got a question, and take you out of the story. So anyway, so grown up Fred Savage is tied up. Deadpool tied him to a bed to read him the story of Deadpool 2.
Okay.
So it sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
I just never got to it.
Oh, okay. It does sound interesting, actually.
All right. So yeah, don't love reshoots, but at least we know there's no child actors that made it so you couldn't do reshoots.
Yeah. Staying in Marvel, we are going to go to some Spider-Man stuff. 3 Spider-Man things in a row.
3 Spider-Men? Is that become Spider-Man?
Yes.
Is that the plural? Spider-Mans?
Spider-Men. But I said Spider-Mans, didn't I?
I don't know. I like
It-
Spider-Mans. Let's stick with Spider-Mans.
Spider-Mans.
This next segment brought to you by Tostitos. Swing into some action with Tostitos.
Thomas Hayden Church. He was the guy that played Sandman.
And the Raimi ones?
Yes.
Okay.
He thinks that Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire are going to make a Spider-Man 4.
And you know what? It doesn't matter what he thinks, because he's not going to be in it.
Well, that's the thing, though, is they kept his character alive at the end of the 3rd one.
Yeah, for what? They just CGI'd him into the movie.
No, oh, that's right. They CGI'd him into the No Way Home or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about at the end of the 3rd Raimi movie, he was alive too.
Yes, that was Spider-Man's big let him live.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they just CGI'd him into this movie. He doesn't get an opinion anymore.
That's true.
Nope.
Maybe
Ask the
maybe,
CGI.
maybe Raimi is bringing him back.
Ask the CGI one what he thinks.
He doesn't think anything because he's AI.
Exactly.
Well, actually, he probably wants to start a nuclear war if it's AI, but
Hey, we don't know that.
Andrew Garfield is continuing the story of Peter Parker / Spider-Man, of his Peter Parker / Spider-Man. But the chances of him getting a solo film is very unlikely.
How's he continuing the story then?
Through like the multiverse and stuff. And through people think he's in Venom 3.
Okay. I'm okay with those.
I'm okay with those, but I'm worried that Venom 3 is almost going to more be like, we know nothing about Venom 3, and I think it's like supposed to release next year, isn't it?
Well, here's the problem with Venom 3. The only connection is when they kind of dip through the multiverse,
Mhm.
he made an appearance in the MCU. But if they put him in the 3rd one, and then it becomes part of Andrew Garfield, like that door is slammed shut.
Yeah.
But also, like, they made Venom a hero, so there's no reason to have Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused because I feel like if Andrew Garfield's in it, he's going to be a heavily prominent role, and it's going to feel more like a 3rd Spider-Man for him than it's going to feel a Venom 3.
Right, but also, like, the Venom movies are going to have a discussion like, hey, we can't do this in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
two
because
movies.
that's the big thing. Weren't the first 2 movies like just all over an
90
hour.
minutes each.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the second one and I was just like, and it's over? Like, again, I don't need a 3-hour movie, but like, again, like, give me a buck 45 at least. Like, those
Yeah.
Venom movies are so short.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're gonna have to do a half hour of a Spider-Man Venom fight,
Yeah.
and then have them become friends, and then have them take up another bad guy all in 90 minutes. Like,
Yep.
someone's got to talk to him.
And it also sounds like that Andrew Garfield's getting added to the fourth Spider-Man movie.
I'm okay with it. It just seems unnecessary at this point.
Well, so remember how Kevin Feige and Sony were having that like battle?
Hmm.
Apparently now they're negotiating a middle ground that would let Spider-Man 4 feature both a street level story and a multiverse story. Which, how do you do that? What are you going to do? Throw Tom Holland into Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man universe and then it's street level?
Or, okay, they're having a cup of coffee. One gets sucked into the multiverse, and one just stays on the street.
Yeah.
But the amount of money you're paying Holland, it's tough to give Andrew Garfield a whole lot to do in these movies.
Oh, I know.
Like, there is such a financial commitment to him to have Garfield come in and be even splitting it.
Yeah.
And I just laugh because if Garfield stuck with it just a little longer, he would be the MCU Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
He only missed it by like 5-6 years.
But I don't
So
think
if
that was his fault. Wasn't it just canceled outright?
No.
Oh, it was his decision?
Andrew Garfield went really hard at Sony.
Oh, he did?
I'll see if I can find the videos.
Oh, man.
I'm glad they put it in their past, though, but he went really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was after it got canceled, but...
Well, I don't
remember
blame him. Like, Sony has been handling this universe terribly that they're creating.
So I saw Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire in theaters, and then I saw the next two with Garfield in theaters.
Yeah.
And I always thought the Garfield ones were good. Like, I own them. I watch them every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't see why they would want to reboot it, but it kind of worked.
Yeah.
But now Sony, instead of like, oh, we got something that's working, what are we going to do? Ruin the bigger universe with solo movies.
Yeah.
How have they not
I
just
would
canceled that Craven movie?
What?
Sorry, I feel like I'm talking over you. How have they not just canceled that Craven movie?
Is that still getting released?
It's still getting released.
I don't know. It's going to be terrible. Oh, maybe he's going to show up in that too.
In a world where John Cena's Roadrunner movie, I can't see it. I don't want this Craven movie released either.
But you want to know what you
Uh,
can see of John Cena? His dirty side. He made an OnlyFans.
Which again seems odd.
Have you seen any of it?
No, is it free or is it behind a paywall?
I don't know if it's behind a paywall. All I know is that people have posted it online. It's just him doing things that are like just jokes, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see if I can get it up here. Do you see that?
Yep.
Let me go here. So let's see. For some reason, the quality's not coming up, but it's like him holding these blue balls, and he says playing with these blue balls. And his name is Ricky Stanicki on there.
Oh, so you know what this is?
What?
This is a publicity stunt.
Yeah, no. I knew that.
This is... Oh, no, this is for the upcoming Amazon movie.
Oh.
That's the character name for the movie. Where, remember I told you where they hire this actor
Yeah.
to be their friend because they've been going to Vegas once a year to
Yeah.
visit this friend.
Oh, okay.
So that makes more sense now.
And
But
then,
also, you know what's crazy is he had a movie drop on Hulu like 2 weeks ago, and they did like zero promotion for it.
oh, really?
It's crazy.
I'm not. Can you even read the captions?
No,
Do you want me to read them to you?
no, it's okay. We can keep moving on, but
Okay.
at least we know why, because it's not like Cena needed the money.
No, it isn't. It's just it's yeah.
Did you got Bradley Cooper right there? Did you see when he was crying to Leonard Bernstein's family about how much he misses the
No.
composer Leonard Bernstein?
No.
So remember that movie he's made like 6 years ago at Tanglewood by
No.
us? So it's a period piece about the composer Leonard Bernstein,
Okay.
and he plays Leonard Bernstein.
Okay.
So he filmed over at Tanglewood. So he met his family, and he started his Leonard Bernstein's family, and he started to cry about how much he misses them,
Mm-hmm.
and he's never met him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Um, no, that
It's
thing
an
I had
interesting take.
that thing I had about Bradley Cooper that was up. It was talking about how he is totally comfortable walking around his house while naked, and it's because his father always used to walk around their house naked, and he used to take showers with him. It was just a very bizarre comment to be made.
It is odd, but he's older. The 70s were a weird time.
That's true. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Dune came out.
2 hours and 46 minutes long.
Oh, so you're gonna have to wait for it to come onto streaming, and then you can take a couple intermissions.
Well, me and Marina, I thought we were saving it to watch together. So I go, hey, it was last week. I go, hey, you want to watch Dune? We got a
Is she
couple
seeing
hours.
it in Florida?
No. She goes to me like, why would I watch that? Marco, I bought this movie a year and a half ago. And I go, because it's supposed to be really good. But she's like, no, I'm good. And I was like, oh,
I hear it's like the Empire Strikes Back equivalent of our time.
it's supposed to be really good. I know Trent was seeing it opening night. I haven't talked to him since, but 2 hours
Yeah,
and 46 minutes, that's a long time. So
I forgot to talk to him about it.
have you seen him?
No, but I was teasing him while stuck
Oh,
for 6 hours.
gotcha. I was like, if you guys are hanging out on your own, that's fine, but at least let me know.
But they are already preparing for the third movie. Like, Hans Zimmer, he made the music for the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where they're going with the third movie, and he's already started making the music for the third.
I
Which,
heard everyone signed up to do 3, and then the director's done after 3.
yep. So Villeneuve, or however you pronounce his name, he is doing the third movie, but he's got like 3 or 4 projects before that he needs to complete.
So that's 2 years.
At least.
Unless they're for the same studio, and then the studio will move the other ones around.
Yeah. Yep. Did you hear? Okay, did you hear that there's a new Tron movie coming out?
Another one, huh?
Tron Ares?
They keep. I assume this is a reboot because I don't think the last one did too well.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I'm not a Tron fan, but I feel like there's always like Tron material that comes out, and I'm always so confused if there's like an actual universe happening with it or if it's a reboot. Like, I don't understand what's going on with Tron ever.
I don't know. I know there was like a one-off movie in the 80s, then it was a cult following. They rebooted it. It did okay, but
There was
I
like
think
one
it's
in the
a-
2010s, right?
yeah, and I think that's the last one. So I know it's a Disney property because I think there's a Tron ride.
Yeah.
So
Were you a fan?
I never watched it. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not against it. I like the idea. It's where you go into like this own cyber universe.
Yeah. But yeah. Last week we did talk about Star Wars Battlefront, the originals coming onto new consoles.
Mhm.
So now Knights of the Old Republic remake is continuing to be developed. It was supposedly canceled. A new developer has picked up the deal. And is going to finish what was started, I guess. As Kylo Ren said, I will finish what he started.
So give me that to me one more time. So there's a new one coming out.
So it's a remake of the Old Republic game.
Yeah.
It was apparently canceled because something happened with the studio that was making it.
Mhm.
But now a new studio has come in and is picking up the scraps to finish making it.
Okay, I mean that's impressive.
That it is. You don't really hear about that happening too often. Usually when something gets canned, it's canned.
Right.
People take their tax write-offs and go, but no, this is supposedly going to be finished.
Well, there's definitely a fan base and a market for Star Wars games
Oh yeah.
if done correctly. So
Yeah, and actually Star Wars community's upset because that Mandalorian game, did I tell you about that?
yeah, you told us a couple weeks ago about it
That got canceled.
already, huh?
Because the gaming industry, every company is just doing massive layoffs. EA just laid off, I think, like 500 employees. So they're like, yeah, we can't make this game anymore.
Yeah, so those are EA was going to do it.
Well, because it was Respawn Entertainment. Their publisher is EA. So they're the
Okay.
ones that make the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order game.
Is that different than the EA that does the sports games?
Yes, that's a different division.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
it's all Electronic Arts, but it's a different division for the sports games.
Can we take a year off of like one of the sports games?
Ha! You think they would do that? Those bring in too much money.
I don't know. Maybe the NHL one we do every other year. Don't get me wrong, I love the NHL. I just
NHL is probably the most consistent out of all those games too.
you think so?
Yeah, the problem is like with Madden.
Well, Madden's all glitchy.
Madden is super glitchy, but on top of that, you just use the same play on offense and defense the entire time and you win.
Mhm.
Then you have FIFA has had. I guess FIFA's pretty consistent, but it's just boring.
FIFA I've never played. I know people love the show.
Actually, it's not FIFA anymore.
No?
No, but they lost the rights to FIFA. So I think it's called like FC Football or something
Okay.
because the actual FIFA organization took back the name and wants to create their own FIFA game.
It's crazy. So you got MLB the show.
Yep, but that's not Electronic Arts. That's not EA.
No, that one's not. Okay.
That's Sony. Santa
That's right.
Monica makes it.
I actually knew that. I don't know what I was thinking. And
And
Yeah.
2K makes the NBA games.
okay. I don't know where we were going with this, but
No. um so yeah. It's about a year out from GTA 6. It's going to release between January and March of next year. With that, Rockstar developers are being forced to come back to the office full time for the final stretch of development, and they are enraged. They were told that within the next month they have to return to the office 5 days a week, full time. And they are very upset. They're afraid that this is going to lead to Rockstar's notorious crunch time, where they're forced to work 60 to 80-hour weeks. And they don't understand why they have to go to the office when they can do it from away from the office.
Mhm.
And me personally, as a fan of GTA, I'm afraid that this is going to possibly push off the release of the game if they have a bunch of angry devs who are going to protest this, essentially.
I'm at this point where if it comes, it comes. If not, I just expect everything to get postponed at this point.
Yeah. It's just hard to postpone something when you make the announcement. Like, I guess they gave a very vague 2025 in the trailer. It's just what they've been telling their stockholders and everything. They're like, we're going to have a big Q1 2025.
So everything's open to change. I liked it better when I didn't know something was coming out to like 6 months before.
I like it better when they just like hot drop things. When
Yeah.
it's just something releases, it's like, oh, that's cool.
Middle of the night. What else we got?
Let's see here. Did I say how the third movie or the third Star Wars Jedi game is confirmed to be in development now?
The Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. So that is um it sounds like from early rumors that the next Ray movie, or that movie that's for Ray for Star Wars,
Hmm.
sounds like it is episode 10.
Of the Skywalker saga, I thought they put an end to that.
Hey, she's Ray Skywalker now, remember?
Right, but my thing is just like
I
I
don't
thought that was
know.
Disney's big thing was like, hey, Skywalker saga's over.
So, Lucasfilm confirmed that the working title for the Ray film is New Jedi Order, because there was a rumor coming out that's saying that the movie name was Episode 10 A New Beginning, but Lucasfilm said that it is categorically incorrect. And I'm not sure if they're saying that because of the episode 10 or the new beginning part.
I'd almost rather them just call it Episode 1 and then give a saga a new name.
That too. The Ray saga,
So better than that, but yeah,
the Palpatine saga.
even a New Order saga,
Yeah.
Rebirth saga, anything.
Um so
Because
yeah,
I
that
think the second you go 10, they're gonna try like, all right, we're gonna force R2 in here. We're gonna force CP3PO in here.
yeah.
Someone's
Did you
cousin
say
is gonna be related.
CP3PO?
I stuttered. C3PO. Uh-oh, we got to make some sort of reference to Episode 6. It's like
Yeah.
just start new.
Yeah. Think they get Harrison Ford back for this one?
You got me. Break his other leg. That's right. People don't forget.
Oh no, they don't. The last thing, did you hear about that Willy Wonka thing?
Yeah, over in Europe, $50 tickets to experience Willy Wonka.
Yeah, and then you go into this warehouse and it's like this empty warehouse with these weird actors.
Well, the actors were from a third-party company
Yeah.
who had no idea
Yeah.
what was going on, but they're the ones left holding the bag when people are like, "What is this?"
Yeah. And did you see like the creepy, like, I don't even know what
Hiding
it was.
behind the mirror.
Like what? It was a scam. Oh, it was so ridiculous. But
Yeah. No, I mean it was a scam, but if they pull it off and don't get caught, it's kind of genius.
oh yeah.
Because what did they really do? They probably didn't pay for the warehouse.
Mhm.
They probably didn't pay the actors.
Yeah.
They just took these people's money. Someone else left holding the bag,
Yeah.
and then they. I don't even know what to say. They took the Wonka hype and ran.
Yeah.
So not good people by any means, but they probably made a couple thousand easy.
No, yeah, it was definitely a really weird thing. Um because they had like AI art made for it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why people thought it was going to be like this really cool thing.
Yeah.
There was no chocolate there, and it was 35 euros, so that was $44 here.
And just like the Oompa Loompas and like meth gear.
It got 3,000 sales.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
It is. I don't even know. It was insane.
Well, it's 3,000 times 50.
So the script was 15 pages of AI generated gibberish, made up a
Mhm.
villain called the Unknown, an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. Event had no chocolate. Kids were given a single jelly bean and a cup of lemonade.
Which is crazy. So that's just an AI generated Wonka spinoff.
Yes.
But yeah, so like I don't want to take myself off screen to do the math, but like that's 150,000, something like that.
For the 3,000 members?
3,000, $50 each.
132, yeah.
Hey, that was really close for a kid that can't do math.
It is. That is I don't even, That is an insane amount of money.
Marco, these people that did this might not even be in the same country.
No. So, but apparently, the company shared a screenshot showing 850 refunds issued.
Oh, well.
That's
then
still a
it's
lot
just
of money.
Well, my thing is just like there's still, and it's not a, if they're refunding them, then it's not a scam. Then it was just someone did a really bad job,
That's still
which makes it
94,000.
sadder.
That's still $94,000 if they don't. If it's just those 850.
Right. So I'm wondering if whoever's credit card that was, the credit card company was able to hold the transaction.
Yeah.
But no, that's sad. Anything else you want to hit on before we call it?
No, we've been going on for about an hour. Today was a
That's
bit more unstructured. We just kind of went with it.
Yeah, I went with the flow, so I'm sure we're going to hear about that.
Yeah, we did. Mother's gonna be complaining.
Our fan is going to be so upset. All
Our
right, buddy.
only fan.
Hate that I laughed at that. All right, you taking us out?
Yep, we've been Nerds in the Gym. I'm Marco,
I'm Brandon.
and thanks for being our only fans.
Bye.
Bye.